It'll be all right. Excuse me. Get her head.
What do you mean, scaring my grandmother like that by showing that glass eye?
I'm sorry, Terry. I just wanted to see if I would get a reaction.
It is a clue, Terry, and notwithstanding the holidays, we are investigating a murder here.
Please, I'd like you all to have another look at this eye and see if it jogs your memory in any way.
What?
These didn't belong to the dead man because he had both of his eyes. It's eerie looking.
It is.
Where did it come from, then?
Well, I'd just like you to see if you recognize it.
What happened? Are you all right?
Yes.
Horrible.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I'd like to know why Jennifer Talbot fainted when she saw the glass eye.
Yeah, but that eye is pretty gruesome. Maybe it was just from the shock.
Could be. Could be that she recognized it. Could she be the murderer?
I'm feeling better now. Ted, would you take me to my room, please?
Of course.
Oh, Mrs. Talbot, I'm really afraid that I can't allow anybody to leave here until I have some questions answered. What answers to what? What does the glass eye have to do with the murder?
That's what we'd like to find out.
Look, my grandmother needs to lie down. She's not feeling well.
Tony?
I think she can be questioned. Good.
Why did you find seeing the glass eye so upsetting, Mrs. Talbot?
It would be upsetting to anyone to see such a horrible thing.
Did you recognize it? Have you ever seen it before?
Please, I don't want to look at it again.
Kevin or Patrick, have either of you seen such a glass eye? Terry?
I don't know, maybe.
Kevin and I had an uncle with a glass eye.
Your uncle, what was his name?
Earl Moody.
That's why it's so familiar.
Does this eye look the same color as your uncle's?
Oh, I don't know. It looks about the same color.
Anna, this murder victim, Neil Johnson, has he been positively identified as Patrick and Kevin's cousin?
Not yet, no. Actually, I'd quite like to question some of you people privately, if I could. You're welcome to use the kitchen if you like. Thank you, Bobby. Can I have a word with you?
Excuse me,
would you all stay here? I'd like to speak to you in a moment.
Well, I don't know.
When you go back to headquarters and run a make on Neil Johnson, see if he ever lived in Laurelton.
Yeah, if that glass eye does belong to this Earl Moody, and we found it in Johnson's clothes, then there definitely is a connection between the murder and Laurelton.
Right. I'm going to question some of our friends from Laurelton now.
Good luck.
You know something else you can do? See if you can find out what the name was of Earl Moody's ophthalmologist.
Okay, and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Jennifer seems to be concerned, doesn't she?
Yeah, so I noticed. Think she knows something she's not talking about, maybe?
I think it's entirely possible.
She seemed pretty upset when she saw that eye.
I wonder if she was in shock or if she just recognized it.
Oh, where do you think it came from? That's what I'd like to know. Thank you, Patrick. Mrs. Talbot, I would like to speak to you now, please. Yes, of course. Oh, I'd like to speak to Mrs. Talbot alone, if you don't mind, Mr. Haynes.
Well, I'm afraid that I do. As her attorney, I can't allow police questioning without my being present.
In that case, please follow me.
Is it all right if I go then?
Yes, I won't be needing you anymore tonight. Thank you.
As soon as Anna's finished with Jennifer, I'll make her some sandwiches and more coffee.
That's a great idea. Who knows how long we're going to be here?
I think I'll pass, Bobby. Thank you. I've got a ton of reading to do.
I wonder why Anna never got around to questioning the rest of us.
Just interested in the Laurelton contingency.
Thanks for the sandwiches, though.
I feel so bad that you all got involved in this mess just because you live here.
Wonder if Anna found anything out from Jennifer or Holmes.
Well, if she did, she certainly isn't going to tell us. Well, I guess she can't. At least not until she gets a legitimate suspect.
Why do you think she concentrated on the Laurelton group tonight?
Well, if the murderer was Kevin or Patrick's cousin, he obviously had to come from Laurelton.
And why else would he show up here if he wasn't their cousin?
I'd like to know where that glass eye came from.
Yeah.
What it has to do with the murder.
It's obviously a clue of some sort, but Anna refuses to reveal how it's connected.
How did this Johnson character get into the brownstone in the first place?
And how did the murderer get out when all the doors and windows were locked?
Well, the only explanation to that is that the murderer was already in the house, let Johnson in himself before he murdered the man.
Phew, this whole thing is creepy. The idea that somebody could actually be a murderer that's living here.
Yeah, it's real creepy. We gotta go, honey.
So?
Yeah, that appointment, remember? We gotta get to that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Bye, thanks for the sandwich.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the sandwich.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Frisco. Felicia, tell us, did anything happen at the brownstone after we left?
No. Patrick went up to his room to study. Kevin took Terry out to dinner, and then Mrs. Talbot and Holmes, they were in their room when we left.
Did anybody discuss the glass eye or anything?
Well, we talked with Jake and Bobby and Tony and Tanya, but the group from Lorton went out of there as fast as they could, it seemed like.
But I have to hand it to you, Anna. You, really rattled some cages when you tuned that eye up.
At least it did give us another lead.
Yeah, Earl Moody.
Well, hold up. Only if the glass eye belonged to Earl Moody, and if the dead man is the cousin of Kevin and Patrick.
Well, it has to be the same guy. I mean, why would he have showed up at the brownstone?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out.
Tell me, what did you think of Mrs. Talbot when she sort of fainted like that?
Well, remember, Frisco, she could have fainted just because of the shock of looking at that eye.
At the same time, though, she could have been faking it. Try to buy some time to figure out what to say.
You think she was pretending to faint because she knew something about the eye?
Well, now, you know, Frisco, that's possible. Because we found the glass eye in the dead man's clothing.
In his clothing?
Yeah.
Why the hell would some guy be carrying around somebody else's glass eye?
If we knew the answer to that, Frisco, we'd know why the man was murdered.
Well, if the glass eye belonged to Earl Moody and Neil Johnson had it hidden in his clothes, that would be a definite connection to Laurelton, wouldn't it?
Only if Neil Johnson is who we think he is.
That would mean that Earl Moody is walking around without an eye.
Not necessarily. He could have had more than one or had a new one made up.
Or he could be dead. He disappeared 3 years ago.
Really?
That's what we've been told. He had no intimate family, and Kevin and Patrick, they didn't keep in close contact with their uncle.
Listen, this is getting more and more weird all the time. You think it's safe for Tanya and Felicia to be staying in the brownstone?
Yes. I don't think you're in any danger. And I would like you to keep looking and helping us in any way you can.
Did you have any luck when you went through Mrs. Talbot's room?
Or Ted Holmes?
No.
No, neither one.
You know, maybe we ought to go through it again. I mean, now that we know that Earl Moody has some connection to the murder.
Yeah. I'd like you to have a look in Kevin and Patrick's room if you can.
And Terry Brock.
Even Terry?
Yes. Everyone at the brownstone is under suspicion, Felicia. Kevin, Patrick, and Terry.